大家好，我是汤尼亚. Hello everyone, my name is Mia Taggett, and today I'll be talking about the character Xie. So as you can see here in our Hanzi 起源, our character origin, Xie originally meant to store, but now its meaning is to write. It is a phonosemantic character, so you'll be able to see more closely why that might be semantic. But we have Mian, which is that first one, and then Xi, which is the second part. So unfortunately, there's once again, no characters from Oracle Bone or Bronze Age. I only have like seal scripts and later. So Mian is supposed to act as kind of like that storage, um, like the storage unit, somewhere to have something stored. And writing was determined like that connection. Um, Writing meant was a way of storing information, was writing it down on like scrolls and then storing it. So that's kind of how it slowly evolved meaning wise. Um, yeah, and then it has been simplified since then. So as you can see here in our 李氏, Han our historical meaning, it has quite a few different meanings. I have some of the more diverse ones here. First one being like to empty, to drain, or to purge, which I thought was pretty interesting, especially because it was referencing the older uh, process of needing to replace some old writings with other ones. That's why that meaning was there, because then you have to make room for new materials in the storage facilities. So sometimes you have to like empty out some of the older materials that aren't being used. And then, of course, to depict, describe, or express, it's often used in lots of writings to refer to like poetry or painting or things like that. Eventually, it just evolved to being like just putting something down or writing. So I was only able to find really one idiom here, and it is 轻描淡写, which is to understate. So you're not, it's not living up to like its writings, or you're not saying it uh, wholeheartedly for what it is. I also have here an example of 写意, which is a traditional Chinese painting style. So it's vivid expression, uses bold outlines and things like that. It's just another example of how writing and that history of the word 写 itself has evolved into like becoming the title for this traditional painting style, because it is meant to like describe, visualize, and store like a memory. So I think that that's pretty awesome. And then finally, for modern application or 现代应用, we have the first one being 写生, which is to paint from life. The second one being 写诗, which is realistic writing. So again, that idea of writing from life, painting from life. The third one is 写照, which is to portray or sketch a person. We also have 写作, which is to write or compose. On the other side, we have 抄写, which is to transcribe or copy. And then 讲写, which is to write a Chinese character in simplified form. And then the second one, or the second from bottom, is 默写, which is to write from memory. So as you can see, it's reference to the black ink, and then the meaning from like memory, or like the past as well, lies in those the composition of those characters. And then the final one is to express, which is 书写. And that is all I have for you all on 写. And thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.